Why I keep doing that?
The
Welcome
most
everyone.
wrestling show ever.
And this is A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition.
Welcome everyone to the most must-see wrestling review show on YouTube. Welcome to A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition. Alright, so we're going to be doing the best and worst of Monday Night Raw, NXT, AEW, and SmackDown Live. Today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw, best and worst. The best for me, well, what was your best moment?
Charlotte versus the Kabuki Warriors for sure. That was such a badass match. Like, Charlotte is so hardcore. And when she first was the first person to beat Asuka, they took that match to the limits. But for her to take both of the Kabuki Warriors to the limits like she did, that was awesome.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you. I'm definitely gonna say the best moment for me was Charlotte and the Kabuki Warriors. Now here's the thing. The Kabuki Warriors are, like she said, they are a couple of really tough women. They are some real strong competitors. You know, they don't play around in Japan wrestling, so I really like that, and I like the fact that they took the Queen, woo, to take her to task. Now, Corey Graves did mention on his podcast that he really wanted his Queen back. He doesn't love the direction that I guess creative is going with her character, and Charlotte did mention on Twitter that he's not entirely wrong. Personally, I don't necessarily like the flipping and the flopping. I prefer Charlotte as a heel. I mean, she can do no wrong in my eyes. Woo! Woo!
She's a great heel. I absolutely loved it. As far as Corey Graves goes, I don't think I've ever seen him like a black wrestler, but you didn't hear that from me, so it would make sense that that was his queen, but nonetheless.
Okay, we will mention that in a future episode of Wrestling Edition, but she did mention jobbers, and that is going to lead me into my worst moment of Monday Night Raw, and that is your Raw Tag Team Champions, the Viking Crappers. Now look, I say that to say they're good wrestlers. It's a terrible gimmick. It's a terrible gimmick. But here's the thing, and I'm talking to you, WWE Universe, put it in the comments, let me know if I'm wrong. But we've seen this before for so many years that they put big, strong guys against complete no-names. And it's great. You got these local guys, these other wrestlers that want to come up and get a name for themselves, maybe in their hometown. I appreciate that. But these are the Raw Tag Team Champions. Okay, you had these guys beating up jobbers all the way before they became champions, and now you're actually champions. How am I supposed to believe that you're really big, strong, tough guys when you're beating up people the size of your leg? It makes no sense. It's a total squash match. I don't like it at all. So that is my absolute worst moment of Monday Night Raw. What's yours?
I think that for me, the worst moment by far was Lana. It's probably always going to be Lana as long as they make us sit through that. But I hate her promos, which I used to love her promos when she was Rusev Crush and she was doing the Russian thing. And her promos now, she's trying to go off on Kevin and she's just calling a pizza eating basic man. You just couldn't think of any words to say, and you sounded so annoying. And I felt like I like Kevin Owens' reaction to her because I think that's all of our reaction to her.
No one cares!
Yes.
But
so, you know, and I didn't mind seeing her get arrested, but her voice is like nails on the chalkboard to me, and it was so horribly played out that she was cringy. Like, I just was cringing the whole time she was talking to Kevin Owens. So that was by far my worst.
So those are our best and worst moments of Monday Night Raw. Let us know what you think in the comments below, guys.
You know what? Let's just do, let's just throw in a little bit of news from this week.
Oh, yeah. WWE did some pretty big releases this week.
Yes, the first one was Sin Cara. So he is no longer on the WWE roster.
He did ask for his release, and it was granted, so we will miss you, Sin Cara. Thank you very much. We'll see you down the road. Another wrestler that asked for his release, which was just granted, Luke Harper.
Yeah, and they weren't really doing anything with him anyway. I mean, they brought him back, what, once or twice? to try and do something with Rowan. But then you just saw Rowan by himself again, so I'm glad that they're going to let him go to pursue other things. And there is talk behind the scenes that he is already talking with AEW. So
I'm pretty sure we will see him on another network, another brand pretty soon. And of course, there was a tag team that we both kind of forgot was on the roster, but they went ahead and released the Road Warriors. No, that's not right. No, it's not the Reds.
The wannabe Road Warriors.
The wannabe Road Warriors, yeah. The Crapscension. The Ascension. They are gone. I gotta tell you, will you miss them? Will you miss them? I don't think so.
Well, they didn't really learn their lesson with that, because then they came back with the Viking Raiders, which is kind of similar. That gimmick is just, like I said before, I don't think that the Viking Raiders are bad wrestlers. But between the bad gimmick and between them always having them fight jobbers, they're setting them up for failure in the same way they did with the Ascension. So.
Exactly. We cannot take our champions seriously if you put them up against nobodies. Okay, again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is not the 1980s, okay? It's a smarter audience. Stop it. Just stop it.
All right, and that is the best and worst of Raw and a little bit of news to start off your week.
Thank you guys for watching A&B Convos Wrestling Edition, and we'll see you down the road.
Have a good one.